Hello, and welcome to the Quiver channel. This is going to be a short video. You probably noticed there hasn't been many videos at the moment on my channel. Well, we're in a bloody heat wave, and today it's going to be above 30 again. So going on a long journey on the Quingo is not a good thing. I had to come out this morning. It's still early, but we're already at 29 degrees Celsius in the shade. Understand that? 29 degrees Celsius in the shade. And I am in Hanley Park because I just had to come out to drop a parcel off, so I thought I'd do a little video. Now, I don't know when I'll do more videos. Don't worry about me, I'm okay. I'm doing a lot of programming. I'm keeping myself cool. I've got my portable air conditioner upstairs. I try to leave it off as much as possible, but if it gets close to 30 degrees, which it is in the house at the moment, at least out here there's a breeze, it is unsurvivable. So me and the dog are retreating to the bedroom, and I turn the AC on and I'll just burn through the money because I don't really have a choice. If I don't, then I'll be in trouble. Let's go for a little wander. It's a lovely place. Just to wander around here. Let's go this way. It's just way too hot to be out because the air temperature, even the ambient air temperature is going to hit about 30. Let me just check something. I can't get to it. I brought a temperature gauge with me, but you just have to trust me that it's 29 degrees and it's bloody hot in the UK. See, the problem in the UK isn't so much the temperature. It's because we're having like almost a tropical thing. So how can I put it? I always forget that word. The word for the air moisture. It's about 70% at the moment. I always forget that word. It's nice with the wind here. The wind isn't too hot yet, but we are early. It's still 9:48 in the morning. I'll be going home. I've made sure that I've got a good set of cold stuff in. I've got my ice maker. I've found a type of bread that I can have, and that bread is in the freezer. Pardon me, burpee. That bread is in the freezer, and I am going to have sandwiches later. Breakfast is easy in this weather because I have the black version of Huel, and I have it with ice water, so it's like milkshake. So that's a nice breakfast. Lunch is a stew, but I let it cool down now. I heat it in an Instapot, which doesn't take much. And then the rest of the day is sandwiches. I might chance putting the air fryer on for 6 minutes or 5 minutes to do a cheese and mushroom and tomato cheese melty. So yeah. Funnily enough, I did my maintenance on the Quingo in the middle of the park under the shade, because the problem is it was time to check all the nuts and bolts on my Quingo, but the sun is hitting directly on the front of my house and it's like an oven. So I'm not going to lift my Quingo up and do extraneous work while that lasts. So instead I did it up there, just with one hand holding on to the Quingo all the time, so I was grounded. Everything was fine, there was nothing that needed changing on the Quingo. It's all the nuts and bolts are tight, the tyres haven't gone down at all, even though it's been sitting for a while. The battery is at full charge and hasn't really used much at all. I mean, when it cools down a bit, when we're not in a... Because at the moment we're in a red warning. This is the second time in UK's weather history that we've had a proper red warning. And this is supposed to be worse than last time. We may hit 40 degrees Celsius somewhere in the UK. The problem is, we're not built for it in the UK. All our housing stock is built for the winter. And it's brilliant for the winter. I mean, with my computers on in the winter, I don't really need to turn on the heating. It's got cavity wall insulation, which means 2 sets of bricks and in between a space, and it's filled with a type of insulation. On the roof, it's got, inside the crawl space, it's got a good layer of roof and loft insulation. It's got triple glazed windows, and it's got doors that are super insulated. So for the winter, like most houses in the UK, it's perfect. But we never designed it for the way the weather is going, and that's going to be a problem going forward. Remember, even cars in the UK, air conditioning isn't standard usually. I know in most countries air conditioning is standard, but our country, we didn't have that many summers. It's a premium choice. And as for getting air conditioning done in your house, the thing is, most of the houses in the UK are not built with the setup for a proper air conditioning system, and it would cost a hell of a lot. So I am stuck with a portable air conditioner with a proper drilled hole into the outside, as good as it can be, and I can drop my main room, my bedroom, when the rest of the house is about 30, 31, 32 degrees Celsius. I can drop my bedroom down to 24, 23, which is perfect. It feels like fucking heaven. But yeah, the problem with one of these heat waves that goes on for days and days is, last night at midnight, I stayed up to midnight, it was still 30 degrees inside the kitchen. And remember, I haven't been cooking and that. This is just ambient heat collected by the house from the sun during the day. So nearly every room in the house was near 30 degrees, and because the outside temperature didn't go below 20 degrees Celsius and there was no real wind, even though I had the doors open, I had all the doors open for 3 hours to try get some cool air in it. Nope, it was a oven. So when I get home, kitchen is all ready. When I left this morning at about 9:15, the kitchen was at 32 degrees Celsius. Now my computers are fine, they can handle that kind of temperature, and they can still sigh, and the way I've set all the computer systems in them, they are fine. No problem, they can handle the temperatures far better than humans. But yeah, I will have to retreat to the bedroom, and it costs, I would like to say, it costs about £7 a day to run the air conditioner. That's a lot of money for me, but during the heat wave, there's no other choice. With the high level of the humidity, yes, I remembered the word, yeah. For some reason, my brain latches on to hydro, water, hydrophiles, all that kind of thing. So I don't think of the real word. And I forgot again. My brain just switched off from it again because I thought about it for a second, but it didn't get into my short-term memory. That's amusing to me. So, I'm looking after myself. Sai is now at the point where she can start writing her own code. Kind of cool. So, yeah. I will be doing some vlogs and videos on that. So yeah, I'm sorry for not doing a lot of videos, but we are going to be murdering the weather at the moment. Or the weather is going to try to murder us because of it being an evil, evil death laser this time. Now I'm going to go to the end of the year through here because the funny thing is, I've got a little click on my vehicle and it's something on the wheel or something that's just clicking every time I turn around. It bothers me. I've had a look, can't find anything. Anyway. So, this door is one of the tightest ones to go through. So, I'm on my way home. I've been wearing my driving gloves and I've got my... I look really silly because it's so hot, but I've got my hoodie on and I've got my driving gloves on. I've just took off because the sun on my hands will burn me if I don't, and my arms will get burned if I haven't got a thingy. So I've got to protect myself, and my head needs the beanie on top. So it looks weird in this weather to be wearing all these clothes, same clothes that I wear during the winter. But yeah. I will have to stop now. 12-minute video. This is short, very short for me. But there's not much I can do about it. You take care of yourself, and if you're in the UK, bloody well look after yourself. Because there's something very important. Those temperature gauges that we've got, that the Met Office and actually show, is ambient temperature, and it's taken from these little boxes that are pretty much climate controlled around the UK. And so when it says that it's going to be 31, 32, 33, might even hit 35 degrees or even 40 degrees, remember something very important. If you have a backyard, or if you have a place where you sit out in the sun, the temperature on the ground can reach 50 or 55 degrees easily. And if you've got a black patio set, or if you're walking along a tarmac road, the temperatures can spike massively. So be aware that even if it just says in the thingy that it's 33 or 35, which is horrible anyway, you could be being hit if you're sitting in your backyard in the sun with 40 plus degrees Celsius. Get yourself a thermometer, an outdoor thermometer, and check. You will be amazed at the temperature that you get in your backyards and that in direct sunlight. Do not do it. It's not fucking good for you in this weather. The UV index is really high at the moment. That's one of the other things. See, the canopy is good, I've got. It's very good for the winter, but also good for shading me during the summer. I will get home. So